Alright, so in the Quatro chair file, there are two important layers. There's the pink layer and the green layer, and they're just labeled outside in one. One holds all the information for cutting through holes, and green controls all the information for the outside edge cuts. So it's fairly straightforward there. The tricky part is when you get into Grasshopper. There's two basic parameters you want to play with. I'm going to turn them on so you can see them. So basically there's the modification of the green path, and there's the through cuts, which you can see are parameterized based on these perpendicular lines. So the first thing you want to look at is your material width. You can see that some of these holes are bigger than the others, but that has to do with how much space they have to fit. So you can basically modify this, and it'll grow the the material width portion. And then there's a material tolerance, which I like to keep at about 0.05, but you might like it a little longer. And for the joints that aren't dynamic, that'll grow the width axis, so you have extra tolerance or clearance there. Then, so once you get that, you really will have a sort of a tuned chair to the sheet material. There are a couple other things you'll want to look at. In this area I'm showing you here, this controls the corner modifications. So it controls these little joints right here, or I guess those are baked in. So, but you can basically set the size of the corner mods. These are set to have the sort of cute little radiuses on them, but you can obviously shorten them down to make them almost invisible. And then the part of this design that's kind of fun is you get to play with the radiuses. So with this set of slider here labeled cut outside, this modifies sort of the radiuses and then the back pattern. So you can sort of design your own pattern for this particular client, if you will. And that should get you started on designing Quatro chairs. And then basically what you have is you take this component, you can see it's all the outside edges and they're joined together, so you should be able to make outside cuts on Mastercam there. And then you really want to bake this component with the inside cuts, which are grouped here. The part you want to be careful about is to make sure you only get this part for the lines, and then this parameter controls the cut modifications. You see the little green line there. So you can take a look at it, see if you see any improvements, or if you think you're ready to give it a shot and try to cut it. The only other thing is that right now I've got a second portion to this, which doesn't look like it's saved in this file, but you need to decide whether you want to make bridges or do the onion skin, because the part I have my mouse over, this particular piece, it just doesn't have enough material. Neither of these pieces have enough material, and so they like to pop out. So if you don't get them milled first, especially if it's in a 2 foot by 2 foot sheet, they'll want to pop out and you'll get a nasty face there. And then you have to make sure you bake these guys, and there's a little bit of play with them, but these are the clips. And then what's really nice about them is when you change your material width, they automatically update to fit over two pieces of material. So what you want to do is join them together and put little cut mods here so that they slide into place. So these are some of the features that I'm planning to work on in the future as I keep developing it. But if you get to it, let me know, or if this file looks good or you think it needs more work, let me know. Alright, so I'm going to send you this video and then these two files. I'll let you work with and play with, and then we'll see if we get a chance to actually meet in person. All right, have a good one.